At KSMO Radio, we welcome you to Monday morning. It's August the 12th. We have a special event coming up this Saturday. A lot of big, great things are happening this Saturday, but one super great thing is a back-to-school bash. It's going to be held downtown around the Courthouse Square. Yeah! Everything happens around the Courthouse Square, right?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we want to welcome in Ashley Decker and Alicia Elwood. Hello. Ladies.
Hello.
They're going to tell us a little bit about this bash. Well, first off, again, thank you guys for coming in, spending a little bit of time with us, and telling us a little bit more about this event. Okay. Now, we know we have, in the morning, there's an event that's being held. That's coming. That's out at the community center at the Armory. That will end at 11-ish.
Yeah.
And then you guys are ready to take over with a rockin', sockin' great afternoon, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, tell us a little bit about the Back to School Bash. Maybe tell us how it got organized, if you would. Sometimes people forget there's a lot of behind-the-scenes work.
There's a whole lot of behind the scenes. And so in my prayer time, the Lord just showed me a vision. He showed me that he wanted us to take care of the kids of our community. And not as just one church or one entity. He wanted the community to come together. And we are blessed to live in Dent County, Missouri, where everybody, it is a family feel. It's a safe community. And that was one of the biggest things the Lord showed me, was to show our kids that we're still safe here, and that there are people here that love them and that care for them and want good for them. And so with that, we hit the ground running, and lots of prayer and supplication, and we started talking to the community. This started last year.
Right.
And we had a huge event out at the Commons, as you know, and then this year he kind of condensed it down. So this year the city was excited to be involved and invited us to an alderman meeting, and so my husband Lyndall went to that, and they are shutting the courthouse square down. So we've got a lot of people involved, tons of booths this year, and the majority of the community, businesses, individuals, it's just been an outpour of love. Everybody loves being involved, and it's completely free. And so it takes a lot of legwork for it to be completely free to the community. And so
and everybody is welcome.
That's correct.
You don't have to pre-register.
No,
Nope.
sir.
You can be driving by and then say something and whip a Huey and go back and say,
Oh,
hey,
yes.
I saw this
Yes.
driving by. Or maybe they're going to see it on Facebook, or somebody
Right.
says it, or it'll be announced on the radio. You're more than welcome to stop in.
That's correct.
Everybody's invited. And when we say free, we got hamburgers, hot dogs, funnel cakes.
Cotton candy, popcorn,
Snow
snow cones.
Wow.
There's tons of games that are going to be provided, and we do have prizes that are going to be
Lots of prizes.
handed out.
Every booth has prizes. So it's just like going to a fair where the child will get to play a game, but it's free, and they
Right.
still win. And so, I mean, it's all together winning, right?
We like to play the lottery and know that.
Yeah.
Here's my dollar. I won $100,000.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well,
Yeah.
we want it to also be a day that the community can come out, and mamas, everything's so expensive nowadays. And so this is an opportunity for everybody to come out, enjoy the day, and you don't have to say no. If the child wants a snow cone, or mom and dad wants a snow cone, you just go say, I'd like a snow cone.
There you go.
It's
And
great.
so
Very good.
It's awesome.
So there'll be some supplies there as well. Now, I
Yeah.
know that now we talked about it. The community center has that one. That is an organized one.
Yes.
That has to go through our friendly people out on Wine Street. They do a great job. Take nothing away from that. But this one, everybody's welcome to come in. If you need maybe there'll be backpacks. Maybe there'll be some supplies there that you didn't get at the other
Correct.
location.
Yeah.
Then they'll be here, and again, they are
Free.
Free.
The
That's a
only
great
requirement, free. The only requirement that we are wanting is that your child be present. That's it.
Well, yeah.
And but
It
this
really is for the children.
Right.
The parents, they're not an afterthought.
No.
But, it's to help them save money. But it's all about having the kid have a fantastic time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the parents, too. They can have a great time with their
Yes.
child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's about. And Alicia can tell you what's going to be the supplies provided in those backpacks.
Sure. There's going to be folders, and of course, it's a backpack. There's folders, there's pencils, pens, highlighters, erasers, paper, notebooks. Then we have some essentials that aren't normally considered a school supply, but it's just been put on our hearts that every kid will get a pillow, every kid will get a blanket, a toothbrush, washcloth, soap, toothpaste. There's just lots of other essentials that maybe some of our kids need.
Necessary
And-
essentials.
Yeah. So, and then, we've got some donation boxes around the community, so there may be other stuff that's being donated that we will put in those backpacks as well.
All right, very good. Now, what time do we get started downtown?
So it's going to kick off at noon with
Okay.
Real Encounter dirt bikes.
Okay.
And they're
Real
going
Encounter dirt bike.
yeah,
Brad
they are going to have the street
Bennett.
shut down, and it's Brad Bennett.
Okay.
And his team are coming in from Springfield, and I think one of his guys is even coming from out of state. But they, if you haven't
Fantastic.
checked them out on YouTube, they are awesome. They jump cars, they jump people. I mean, they do all kinds of dirt bike stunts. And so we're going to kick it off at noon with the dirt
Okay.
bikes. And then it'll go from noon to 5. And so you'll be able to come just spend the afternoon and evening, watch the dirt bikes, play games, eat food, and just fellowship.
Very good. Very good.
Don't
Now,
forget about the last part.
Oh,
We won't.
yeah, I'm getting there.
We'll get to that in a minute. But you start at noon. You expect this event to go on for 4
Till
or 5
5.
hours, 5 o'clock. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Now we do have an event that goes on after 5.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about that?
After 5, we are inviting the entire community to come together for a worship service, to give God the glory for allowing us to do such an event as this, because
Yeah.
it's all His. It's His plan, His vision. He's just, like I said earlier, He's just allowed
Blessed
us the
us.
privilege and the blessing to be a part of it. And one of the big parts of this whole vision was showing us to lay our denominational walls down.
Yes.
To quit worrying about what church we go to, what we call ourselves. If we are born again, then we are the family of God, and we're going to spend eternity together.
There you go.
So we need to act like family now, and that we need to love God and love one another.
Yeah.
And this is a great opportunity to do just that. And it also shows these children, look, they love each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a very important thing for us, for kids to be able to identify who the safe people of the community are as well. So if a child is hungry or hurting and they see us out, they know they can come and say, I'm hungry. And then we can help that family out. We can
Yeah.
say, what's your need? It's Salem, Missouri, it's Dent County, and we have other surrounding communities that also come and enjoy this. Last year we
Absolutely.
had thousands come through. By the end of the event, we estimated between 2,000 to 3,000 families came through. And so this is a great opportunity for kids to see, oh, I live in a safe community in 2024, and a community that loves me and cares for me. And so we invite everybody, if your business or your church, or even as an individual, if you haven't gotten involved and want to be involved, we welcome you. Come
Yeah.
and reach out to us, because this is about coming together as a community.
Right. Now, if somebody's still interested in having a booth, is there still some room?
Oh, yeah.
All
There's
right,
always
very good. So
room.
who
Yep.
would they contact?
So they would
Ashley, just by.
They could contact myself or Alicia.
Okay.
And they're, all of our information is out on our Facebook pages as well. There is a back to school Facebook page that
Okay.
they can find
I was
through
just going to ask that. So.
Yeah, they can
very
find
good.
that through Walking Faith Ministries. But yeah, they can reach out, and like Alicia just said, there's always room.
And it's crazy because this doesn't just affect Dent County. Like she said, it's several counties as far as away as like Deloge. Like we have, sorry about that. We have another church that is from like the Cowboy Church, and they took several last year and passed those out. And so this ministry touches a lot of people, a lot of kids.
Fantastic.
Yes. And we were also able to provide over 200 backpacks to a village in the Philippines last year afterwards. And so this isn't
amazing.
just us. It's going much, much bigger
Yeah.
than that.
It's mankind, is what it is.
It
what
really
it
is.
Now let's remind everybody. We are in Dent County. We have 5 different school districts. This is open to all those school districts.
Yes.
And if you're homeschooled,
Yes.
feel free that you
Yes.
can come by and get these supplies. There is no charge. It's
Correct.
absolutely free.
Free.
It's a back to school bash.
Yes.
Yep.
We use that term "free" quite often here, but it is true. There's no charge. Come on. There's parking all around the courthouse square. Those streets will be closed so that the kids and the parents can get out there and walk around between the
Yes.
booths. So you're not going to have to duck cars or possibly
Right.
even some flying bikes that go by your head, But you definitely will have a good time. So the city will be shutting no streets down to allow it. So there is parking up behind the old City Hall auditorium, toward the Bank of Salem, also down on 4th Street towards Roberts Judson. There's parking there, parking behind City Hall, also parking back by the jail. So there's a lot of parking around the area, so please look for a parking spot.
Correct.
Don't
Yes.
just kind of jam everything up trying to drop off your kids or something right there at the corner, because it's going to be a busy corner.
is.
Highway 19, they can't
Yeah.
shut down because it's a state highway.
Right.
So, but anyway, want to remind people to do that and be patient.
Thank you.
Kids,
Yes.
Kids like to dart in front, so please be patient. Don't be in a big hurry.
Yes.
Enjoy the day. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be a pretty good afternoon. Why
Yeah.
not? And we got all this activity going on.
Yes.
So we're going to have all this downtown on the courthouse square. When we're finished all up and everything is done, if somebody couldn't make it and if there is some supplies left over, is there a number that they can contact one of you to possibly get some supplies?
Yeah, so they could contact myself, Ashley, at 573-466-9156, or Alicia.
573-247-2921.
We don't want anybody to miss out.
Correct. Correct.
And
No.
no child should be left behind. That has always been a
exactly
great
right.
a great statement.
Yeah.
I remember when R80 had that as their kind of their motto,
Yeah.
and I don't really know why they let it go. But anyhow, and I think it's first the child. But
I don't know what it is. It's been a long time since I had a child in school.
I don't remember either. But a few changes have been made since then. But it is all about the kids. But it's about the parents too. It's about camaraderie.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, put down the isolation guards that we sometimes have
Yes.
between the churches and come together as a community.
Yes.
And we do that pretty doggone well.
We do.
We
If you
really
just
do.
look at the Dent County Toy Drive, hell, that was incredible in the rain. That was
That was
incredible
wonderful
out
deal.
there at the Commons. So, we do come together
We
when
do.
when we start talking about our kids. Not too many things that people of Dent County won't support.
That's right.
Yep, that's right. And we also, I think it's worthy to mention that because of the outpour of this community, we have been able to also provide many essentials that the schools were needing. That they had reached out and said, hey, could you help us with just something as simple as Clorox wipe or Kleenexes? And so God has been able to work through the community members
Yeah.
and provide that as well. It's just really been amazing to sit back and go, wow, thank you, Lord, that I live in this community.
Yeah.
Because everybody just loves one another, and just sometimes you don't feel it, but when you see something like this come together, it really shines.
All right, let's summarize our activities coming up Saturday. Noon to 5, the Back to School Bash, downtown on the Courthouse Square.
Yep.
We've got a real special guest coming in. You want to tell us a little bit about that? Because you know a lot more about Mr. Bennett than I do.
So Brad Bennett, if I'm not mistaken, he's a local boy. He used to be a youth pastor at one of the churches. I'm wanting to say, and I might be misspeaking, but I think it was at either First Baptist or Oak Grove. Lyndall would know that detail. But anyhow, he has this amazing ministry with dirt bikes, and he has a team, and they come in and they do all these stunts, and they are able to share the gospel.
Absolutely.
And it's just really remarkable, and it's called Real Encounter, and this is kind of the kickoff for him in our area, because he is also, after Saturday's event, throughout the month of September, he's going to be, some of the schools have opened their doors, and they are
Yeah.
even bringing
Wow.
kids together at one location, school to one location, and he's going to get to go in and do this for all of our kids in the schools. And I think even over in Viburnum, it's really
Area
kicked
wide.
off. Yeah, area
Sure.
wide. Rachel Privet has really been working on that part, and we are all just teaming together to support one another. Rachel and Alicia and I, it's
God's
our
just
heart.
been using it, yeah. And God's just been using
Yeah.
us to just be able to spread the Lord's love. And and just contact as many people as we can.
And do it in a way that the kids are really into, you know,
Yes.
with the sports
Well,
bikes
that's our
and things
next
of that
generation
nature.
coming up.
Well,
that's,
it is,
That's
but-
Dick County when we're gone. Stan.
Yeah, but
those
when
are
we
the
were
kiddos.
younger, it would be kind of cool to see that,
Oh,
too.
Right?
Hey, I'm excited
I'm not
to
gonna
see
say
it.
wouldn't.
I'm excited right now, and I'm
Yeah.
not so young.
It would. So very good. Anyway, back to school supplies will be there. Everything is free.
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 Yes. Alicia sings it much better than I do. Free. And she's already had coffee, and I have not. So.
Oh, Stan, that's
I know
sad.
that's not right.
would've
It
brought
surely
you
is.
one.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, normally I'd already make it, but I'm a little bit behind today, but that's okay. But I want to thank you guys for coming in and spending some time with us. We know it'll be fantastic. The weather's supposed to be good. The Lord will look down on us on that as well.
Yes, He
You know,
will.
Make it a
Thank
great
you for
day.
having us.
We
Yeah.
appreciate you coming in. And again, why don't you give those numbers again in case you got the last minute person so says, hey, man, I'd like to be a part of that. Give your number and Alicia's number if you would.
Okay, so my number is 573-466-9156.
Okay,
And
Alicia?
mine is 573-247-2921.
Thank you guys very
Thank
much.
you,
Alicia
Stan.
Elwood and Ashley Decker. The Back to School Bash. Everyone is welcome. Come on downtown, be a part of it. It'll be from noon to 5. You got plenty of time. You don't have to try and get there in a big hurry at noon. And there'll be plenty of supplies, by the way. So don't think you have to get there at noon to get the supplies because, you know, a lot of times you hear first come, first serve.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
don't worry. The supplies are there.
Oh, yes, they
Okay.
are.
And come on out, have a good time. And don't expect us to come and grab some supplies and leave. Spend some time and visit with family. We just don't see enough of that anymore. Too many cell phones and not enough individual interaction. We
That's
just
right.
really need to have that back and continue to make our community grow.
Fellowship is key.
Fellowship is key. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies, you have a fantastic day. The
You
very
too,
best
Stan.
on Saturday here on KSMO. We thank you guys because this is a I'll say pain of love because it truly is. It's a lot of work. You said since last year, so it's been a whole year putting this one together. It'll be a whole year putting the next one together.
Yep, Lord willing.
But you guys do it because you love how it affects our community
Yes.
Absolutely.
and our children.
Yes.
Can't ask for more than that. Really do appreciate your efforts. Thank you, ladies.
Thank
you.
Stan.
At KSMO Radio, we've got some AP News coming up 9 o'clock. Civic Hab